Hello again, welcome everyone back to another episode of All the Mods 10. Today, I actually don't know where we are, it's green screen. Actually, never mind, it's not. We're actually underneath the base. And today I have a couple of things that I want to talk about. First, the new thing since the last episode. I did actually recently update the mod pack to the latest version of All the Mods 10. The big inclusion here is that we now have the create mod, which is great because this means we can do some cool things with it. Second, I've done a lot of exploring. I also found a new hat. And now I can have a new hat on top of my crown, and it looks very funny. One other thing that has been done is we now have yet another expansion to the base. This one's kind of a funny one though, because I'm not planning on putting any machines in it. Once you come up here, you can see this is our info center. And here's Bartholomew. This is our guide to our base. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go somewhere like, here's fine. Get out of the way, Ivy. And then we're gonna just create our andesite casing. Now this texture looks so cool that I would love to like replace the floor over there or something, but I'm pretty committed over there now, so I'm okay the way that looks. There's 64 copper casings. That'll let us craft a couple things. Now I remember talking a couple days ago, here's a hose pulley by the way. A couple episodes ago I talked about making lava because we are on very short supply of lava. What I really want to do is I want to have dimensional chests with some frequency. Alright, we go to the nether. As always, I didn't finish my thought. So the other day I was looking at the lava cell. This lava cell is really expensive because of this 256 mega component. It's like thousands and thousands and thousands of quartz crystal and all of that stuff. But with the new addition of create, we should be able to just make some infinite lava. I'm realizing now that I forgot a waystone. But pretty much what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put down the hose pulley that I made a second ago. I have a hand crank, which if we watch this, this will go into the lava. How deep is this lava leak? Okay, we're at the bottom. We're gonna put our fluid pipe here, dimensional chest here. Did I forget the wrench too? No, I have a wrench, okay. And now we have infinite lava, which is great. At our base, you can see, yep, we have dimensional tank filled with lava. It only holds 16,000 millibuckets, which should be fine for now. It's more so like a temporary fix. That's all for that problem though. Something that I want to make is magic soil, which I now actually have all of the materials for. I said I was going to like 4 episodes ago. The only use for this is to grow the allthemodium specific seeds. So let's go ahead and make it. Here's 1, 2, yep, there we go. So in order to do this, magic soil goes first, then some sort of farmland, and then an obtainium, which, yep, is now growing. Good. We're now getting vibranium and allthemodium and insanium. Now, something else I've done is I've also gone and made myself a few extractors from Zycraft. The reason I wanted this is because there's a couple of recipes here that are actually kind of nice to make that you can't really make any other way. One of them is the flux dust. I could get a bee, but I don't really want to do that. I could automate something using modular routers to create flux. This is inconsistent and you don't always get the same amount of dust back. I should be able to get flux dust. This will be crazy and it would probably be a great addition to our farm. So let me make some of these other things I need. Okay, because I don't care too much what this looks like, I'm right underneath our hostile neural networks area, and this chest would direct it straight into there. Yeah, let's do that. So right in here, I'm going to put a flux block there, charged redstone here, yeah, obsidian on each of these sides, and then our extractor should be here facing the up direction, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, look at that. Look how fast we make that. It's going to be a while before we fill that up, and I'm sure we don't even need all that much flux dust, but it's such a nice automation to have. Oh yeah, another thing I did in between the episode is I came in here, and I realized that the controller that I had before was not even, like it was 1 block further this way. It may not have bugged anyone, but it definitely bugged me. So now it's an odd number this way and an odd number this way, perfectly even the way that it should be. With the move of this controller, I realized that this corner also kind of looked a little weird, kind of on all corners. So I've now like adjusted this. Our area over here is now much tighter than it was before, but that's okay. This now looks, in my opinion, a lot better, even though the corner here looks a little odd. Doesn't have to be perfect. I want to make our applied energetics system work across dimensions. In order to do that, I need to make an infinity range booster. In order to make this, I need to make some gears. The Enderium gear I think is really easy for us. Yeah, I'll make this recipe. This should be pretty quick and easy. Here is our alloy smelter. We need some sort of capacitor. 2.14, 2.8. Let's save the good ones for something that I'll actually use later. Lead. I have no lead. The beautiful part of having so many smelters, you can just do this. And now I have tons of lead. Okay, just temporarily. I don't really care where this goes. Here are our ingredients. This should start smelting. And there's 4. Lumen dust was actually really easy to make, so last thing is to make, I think, 8 gears. Then wireless boosters, I shouldn't make any because if I go down here, I have 20 here, right? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4 infinity range boosters. Dimension card, which is super easy to craft. If I add this dimension card, let's go try this out. And I can still access my system. That's so cheap. I want to start auto-crafting crafters. So I think the thing that I want to do is just auto-craft these. I bet I'm going to need a bunch of them. These take 64k ME storages. I wish I had seen that early. Those are going to take a little while to craft. And we just ask for 1 for now, because this is going to take a little while. Yeah, I need to work on speeding these guys up. Oh, this is probably how I will speed that up. That actually makes a lot of sense. Making a circuit slicer. It's been a little while. I've been creating a whole bunch of patterns. It's been like 30 minutes, not that long. We now have a flux accessor because I wanted to see if I can get rid of some cables. We have a FE storage cell, which is pretty cool. Like anything that needs electricity rather than having cables in the back, we can just put an induction card and hopefully send energy to them. It can also keep up with it. That's what I wanted to see. This is still a big work in progress, but I now have a bunch of extended pattern providers, a bunch of new patterns. I now have crystal assemblers. So the way that pattern providers work is that they just output directly into whatever machine is to their side. So for this example, I have 5 crystal assemblers and with an extended pattern provider underneath it with an induction card. And so what this does is it'll speed up our circuit creation, and they'll be created so quickly now. If I order 20 external interface storage, we can see like over here, it's very fast. You can barely see it. Look how fast it goes now. There's a couple other changes I need to make. Like I need to make changes to my molecular assemblers because look, this is so slow kinda. But that's okay because we still can upgrade these molecular assemblers into extended assemblers, but this has sped up so much. Can I make like a 256? Can I make like 10 of these? Look how fast it crafts this. All because of this guy over here. This one's online, but only this one's doing work for some reason. Oh, it's because it hasn't even scheduled these. It's crafting this first, and then it's doing 1 at a time. We could just make a couple of extended assemblers. Anyways, one other thing that I decided to do was also just set up the mechanism stuff. I want to create this recipe. This recipe creates, this costs 10 redstone to do this once. So what that means is I want to make a recipe here. Oh, can you not accept everything from one direction? Uh-oh. Yeah. Advanced pattern encoder. Let's do this. Oh, this is really cheap to make. What does this look like? Do I use it here? Right, I think I see how this works. I put my pattern here, just in my regular pattern encoder. Then I use the new advanced pattern encoder. South, up. And then my pattern is done, I guess. Which means if I replace this guy with this, our metallurgy confuser is empty. I just put the pattern in advanced pattern provider. And if I request this alloy, if I want one of these, if I do that, it does 800 millibuckets and it throws the 8 copper ingots in here, which is good. Let me set these up with the other 3 mechanism automations and I'll be back. These things are so expensive now. All of this mechanism stuff. This shouldn't be any problem. It's expensive. Tier installers, and then I need upgrades. There's just so much. I need more coprocessors on our CPUs because this is getting kind of insane. So if I request one of these alloys, it should create the enriched redstone. It should create our enriched obsidian, and we should be good. I wish I had speed upgrades and stuff here though. Yep, there it goes. It works automatically. It's the best part. Alright, here we go. The first of the tier upgrades. I'm making things so much faster now. That was exponential speed. We've now finished the updates for the applied energetics system. Our CPUs are a little bit bigger. Pattern providers and assemblers now are all extended. We now have mechanism automation. We now have circuit assembler and the circuit slicers. And so what this means is that before, I guess I was kind of showing you what it did look like before, but this now goes so insanely fast to create this 256K storage that, look, it's already almost done. It's just, there we go, done. That was so quick. And with that, I think it's a good time to wrap up this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Ivy's dancing over there. Bye-bye.